Archdiocesan Housing is affordable housing for people in Denver. It's such a blessing. It's pretty incredible, actually. I wouldn't be able to live in Denver if I didn't live here.
Denver, in all its glory and its movement and activity, is becoming an expensive place to be.
I moved here in 2011. I was a teacher in New Hampshire and got really tired of the winters there. One of the reasons I chose Denver was the rent was $600 a month at the time, and that was affordable for me. And then after a 6-month lease, I went to re-up my lease, and it had jumped to $1,100 a month. So I couldn't live there anymore. The woman who was the leasing agent at that building had told me about Archdiocese Housing.
Our original mission was to build this low-income housing for 300 units. Never dreamed that it would grow into something with 2,000 units. I was approached in the mid-60s, shortly after the death of Martin Luther King, largely because Archbishop Cathy had diverted the proceeds of a $10 million capital campaign he was going to use to build an office project. Dr. King's death caused a lot of things to happen in America. One of them was he canceled the building and devoted that whole capital campaign to charitable projects, of which housing became one. Our first employee was Sister Mary Lucy Downey. Lucy was a nun, Sister of Charity of Leavenworth, and she very wisely started identifying other members of her congregation who decided they would love to come work in housing and live in these housing units and take care of these people. And they were absolutely phenomenal.
We only had one rule when Sister Mary Lucy was the executive director, and that was love the people. And if you didn't do that, you weren't there very long. We were just kind of one big family, and we all felt that. Archdiocesan Housing, we had a real bond. The mission was to help people get the dignity and respect that they deserve, to have a decent, clean place to live, and to try to help those people in any way we could, to do better in life.
Archdiocesan Housing continues to honor and value its founder's philosophy of helping people and treating everyone with the dignity and respect they deserve. Our properties are just as beautiful today as when they were built. We support each of our residents by providing supportive services to help them stay in place longer and helping them where they're at in their life. Providing people a home that they can be proud of continues to be our top priority.
It's just something that's in your soul, I think. You always felt like this was truly a wonderful thing you were doing for people.
At one point, Lucy appeared at one of our regular monthly meetings and announced with great pride that somebody had just been able to get out and buy a house. And so moving out from desperate need to the capacity to buy a house for a couple and their children was a real accomplishment, and that was very exciting. That's a change.
We do have to expect our residents to also pay their rent. They have to do their part too.
When I tell someone that I live in affordable housing, the misconception is that I don't work and I'm not responsible, and that's quite the opposite. I work very hard. I work over 40 hours a week, and I literally don't know how people afford to live in this city.
Housing has really grown, and it needs to continue to grow. We've grown to 29 properties, so we house a lot of people.
Even after 50 years, this is just the beginning for Archdiocesan Housing. We serve those who need housing and help. People who are experiencing homelessness or need support to find a job or overcome challenges. There are thousands of people on our waiting list. We keep developing more properties and serving the most vulnerable in our community. We want to provide as many people as possible with an affordable place to call home.
It just goes to show you what one person's dream or kindness can do for so many other people. The greatest of these is charity, as they say, and charity is love.
It's beautiful. It's quiet, and it allows me to live in a city that I've grown to love, and it really feels like home. Archdiocesan Housing allows me the freedom to pursue my passions and live the life that I want to live.